On this edition of Maury County Now, Ambassador Disc Golf is looking to throw a new course into Woodland Park. Todd Baxter with the Maury County Election Commission gives you the filing deadlines for local county offices. Adam Southern is back with another chilling historic Maury County. And finally, an exclusive interview with RFD TV's Kevin Sport, host of The Right Place, which currently shoots in Puckett's downtown Columbia. All this and more on this edition of Maury County Now. Hello and welcome to Maury County Now, Columbia and Maury County's news show covering the events, ideas, groups and happenings in and around Maury County. Ambassador Disc Golf is looking to place a brand new disc golf course right here in Maury County. We spoke with Mac Farmer and Michael McDaniel about how they're catching momentum for a course in Woodland Park.
I'm Mac Farmer. I'm here with Ambassador Disc Golf at Woodland Park, Maury County, and Ambassador, and in affiliation with the local Parks Department, wants to put an 18-hole disc golf course in here. A lot more municipalities are starting to cater to the sport, and for good reason. The demographics have exploded. The number of disc golfers, not just in Tennessee, not just nationwide, but worldwide, has exploded. And there's a lot of reasons for that. It's family friendly. It's incredibly cheap to play. Most courses in the area are free, and there are events held at just about every course throughout the state, several times a week.
My name is Michael McDaniel. I'm with Ambassador Disc Golf. This project out here at Woodland Park got started with a lady named Deborah Garrow. She and her family are avid disc golfers. They really enjoy playing the game, and they wanted a place that was closer to home. They're from here in Columbia. So they got a Facebook group started called Getting Disc Golf in Columbia. They'd had a few meetings with the Parks Board here and with Brian Borden. And Ron Pittman came in from Franklin. He has experience with getting some courses in the Williamson County area. And Ron came to me and asked me to come out with some of the meetings because he has quite a bit on his plate at this point in time. So he asked me to get involved and to get Ambassador involved. And that was a wonderful opportunity in our eyes to come out here and to help develop the sport by helping to get a course put in Columbia. And that's where we stand today. We're working with the Parks Board and getting a layout for the course here. It's a beautiful park, and there's a lot of unused area around the perimeter of the park that we will be able to incorporate into the disc golf course. So it won't be interfering in any ways with any of the other activities that go on here at Woodland, which is a really good thing for the park and for all of the users.
Disc golf is played a lot like traditional ball golf. The rules are pretty much the same. Instead of striking a round ball, you are throwing a polymer disc, much like a frisbee, although they don't resemble the frisbees of old, into a stationary basket that has chains in it, and you have a par for each hole. Generally speaking, 3, but there are par 4s and the odd par 5 out there. The sport is relatively low impact, so just about anybody can play. I think that's why we're seeing such a influx of younger golfers and older golfers, women golfers.
The plan at this point is that Ambassador Disc Golf will be donating all of the equipment to the park and doing all of the work, donating our time and our effort to the park in order to make this happen. If any local businesses do want to get involved, we will have a program together for sponsorships for the course. If you're a local business owner and you'd like to help out with a sponsorship and get your name out into the community and to the people who'll be using the park, then feel free to contact me at ambassadordg.com or our email address is ambassadordiscgolf@gmail.com.
If you're totally unfamiliar with the sport, there's a number of things you can do. You can obviously show up at any park just about any day. and talk to some locals. Generally speaking, disc golfers are a welcoming bunch. There are weekly events that cater to newcomers as well as seasoned professionals. What we would suggest, obviously, is you can contact Ambassador Disc Golf at our website, which is ambassadordg.com. And we offer clinics for small groups to large groups. We'll be happy to show you the ropes.
The filing date for qualifying in this year's county elections is fast approaching. We spoke with Maury County Election Commission's Administrator of Elections, Todd Baxter, about how you can become a candidate.
My name's Todd Baxter. I'm the Administrator of Elections for Maury County. This office takes care of all elections that are held within Maury County, whether they be a city election or whether they be a presidential election. So this is the election season. We've got elections that will be occurring this year. For the first time, we're having a May primary for county offices. That has generated a lot of interest and a lot of talk and debate, but there will be a May primary on May the 6th. Qualifying for those offices will be February the 20th at 12 noon. So anyone interested in running for a county office will need to come into the office, pick up a petition, circulate that petition, and have 25 registered voters sign it, and then turn it back into this office by February the 20th. Now, someone interested in running for office, they have a decision to make. Because we are having a May primary, a person has to decide whether they want to run in the primary or they want to run in the general election. So if a person runs in the primary, they will run May the 6th, and the winner will be declared for that, and the winner will then move on to the August general election. If someone chooses not to run in the May primary, they want to run as an independent just in the August election, then they will submit that petition by February the 20th, but then their name will appear on the August ballot. So we've got about 40 to 50 offices that will appear on the August ballot. That process is well in the beginning, and it's going through the process of having petitions turned in. Also, there's a qualifying for state primary candidates and school board candidates. School board candidates cannot run as in party politics. They have to run as independents. So their qualifying is a little bit different, as well as the state primary candidates. Some of the offices have a little bit different requirement. Most offices, all you have to do is fill out a petition and turn it in with 25 registered voters. However, some offices require a little additional paperwork. The Office of Sheriff, for example, they have to be post-certified in Nashville at the Post Commission, so they have to have law enforcement experience and things of that nature. So we have to receive certification from the Post Commission in order for them to run. School board candidates, when they file their petition, they also have to file a copy of their high school diploma or proof that they have graduated high school. For those that are seeking the office of constable, there's an affidavit that has to be filed stating they will sign an affidavit stating they meet certain qualifications to seek that office. So there's a little bit of different paperwork that goes associated with each office, but the main thing to remember is in order to run for office, come see us. We'll get you the necessary paperwork and get you started in the right direction. For the first time, we have had, we're going to have city elections that are going to be occurring at the same time as November elections. The City of Columbia and City of Mount Pleasant both have changed their election dates to correspond with the November election. The City of Columbia will be electing a mayor and vice mayor. City of Mount Pleasant will be electing 2 city commissioners. The first day that those candidates can pick up petitions from this office is May the 23rd, and then they will have until August the 21st at 12 noon in order to qualify. So again, anyone interested in running for one of the city offices, contact our office and we'll get you pointed in the right direction. If you need more information, what offices are on the ballot, when those deadlines are, you can always give our office a call at 375-6001. You can also go on to our website, www.maurycounty-tn.gov.
We'll be back with more Maury County Now after this.
Once every 3 hours, a fire death occurs in America. 80% of these deaths could be prevented with a working smoke alarm. Hi, I'm Lee Bergeron, Chief of the Columbia Fire Department. The men and women of Columbia Fire Department would like for you to have a working smoke alarm in your home. We have a program that if you call 931-560-1700, our men and women will come and place a working smoke alarm in your residence. We know by doing this helps make you safer and makes our city a safer place to work and live. These smoke alarms are brought to us on a grant by Governor Haslam and Commissioner Julie McPeak. Their goal is to place 20,000 working smoke alarms in residents in Tennessee. We know and they know by doing this we can help save lives and prevent the young and the elderly from perishing in fires. Thank you very much.
What do you think you're doing? Did you just take her crackers? Come on, Dad, there's no food.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hello, I'm Captain Larry Duke with the Columbia Fire Department. The City of Columbia is seeking the best citizens to become firefighters with the Columbia Fire Department. Columbia firefighters respond to all types of emergencies within the City of Columbia, including fire-related emergencies, medical first response, heavy rescue vehicle extrication, and hazardous material emergencies. To be fully prepared, Columbia firefighters train in excess of 240 hours annually.
I'm Cindy Brunson, a retired captain with the Columbia Fire Department. If you're looking for a great career, the Columbia Fire Department is a great place to work. So go to our website, columbiatn.com, and download an application to get more information. Come on, ladies, you can do this.
We're back with more Maury County Now on PowerNet 13.
Are you ready to chase the storm that is Maury County's vast and expansive history? Here's Adam Southern with an ice-cold edition of historic Maury County.
I'm Adam Southern, and this is another edition of Historic Maury County. And today let's talk about some winter weather. I know we think we have it bad right now with all this cold weather, but people before us had it a little bit worse. You see in 1779, James Robertson and his band of settlers, they come to the Cumberland River. They're settling Nashville. What do? They cross a frozen Cumberland River. This river is frozen solid enough for them to walk across it, take their team of horses and wagons across it. It's Christmas Day. I mean, when's the last time you've seen the Cumberland River frozen? For that part, when's the last time you've seen the Duck River frozen? Now, I can't ever remember seeing the Duck River frozen. I've seen some ice on it, but it hasn't been too long ago that people have been skating on the Duck River while it was frozen. In 1963, C.T. Johnson was brave enough to walk out in the center of the Duck River and have his picture made. So it wasn't too long ago that Duck River froze from bank to bank. 1989, I have pictures from when it did that. So not too long ago, we saw that here in Columbia. Now, we used to get snow here in Columbia and Maury County. We don't get much snow anymore, but it wasn't too long ago. Probably when my parents were growing up, they did get a lot of snow. 1951, they had a blizzard here in Maury County, or that's what they called it anyway. A blizzard, really? In Maury County? Deposited over a foot of snow here. When was the last time we've seen snow fall that much in Maury County? I can't remember it. And again, in 1964, we had over 15 inches of snow here in Columbia. Now, you got to think, Columbia was the main route between anywhere you were going back then. From Nashville to Birmingham, Alabama, this was the only way you could get there. There wasn't an interstate back then. 15 inches of snow really brought Columbia to a standstill. There was no getting in and out of Columbia at that time. I have photos of the traffic just standing in lines as the snow was falling down. Now, we don't see many snows like that anymore, and I guess it's a good thing because it would keep us out of school for about a couple of weeks. But we do have the cold weather now. But the coldest it has ever been in Columbia was 18 below zero, and that happened January 20th, 1985, and also the year I was born. So that's a good year. But if you were in the communities like Culleoka, Santa Fe, it was 20 below zero. So don't complain about the cold weather now. It could be a whole lot worse. This is Adam Southern. Come see me at the library. Thank you.
RFD TV's Kevin Sport has started taping episodes for his show, The Right Place with Kevin Sport, right here in Maury County at Puckett's downtown Columbia. We caught up with Kevin to speak with him about the show, why he's drawn to the area, and what it means to be in the right place.
Well, hi everybody, I am Kevin Sport, and I'm a singer, simple songwriter, and TV host for our show we call The Right Place. Because you're always in the right place when you're following your dream, your God-given dream. And we talk about this all the time. Sometimes we get really deep about being in the right place and are you in the right place? I must have asked myself that question for most of my life because I really struggled with, okay, what am I supposed to be doing and why? We're only here for a finite time, and I wanted to be doing what I was supposed to be doing. And that's really what led us to Columbia, Tennessee. I had lived in Nashville for 7 years. The first time around I pursued music like we all do. I grew up performing, I performed in college, I'd done a lot of great stuff and was trying to develop my talent as a singer and a performer. I moved up here and gave it a shot, and a lot of things going on in my life. I quit and I got into something else, and then with the encouragement of my family and friends, and I gave this another shot. And the thing about it this time around was I was in a circumstance in my life where I was sure of what I believed, and I really had a message I wanted to get out. When we formed our little company and our dream, the Right Place TV show was supposed to create an atmosphere where the guests felt comfortable talking about their life. If I invited someone over to my house, for supper or whatever, I don't have a planned list of questions when they come through the door, But what I do have is an idea of what I'd like to talk about. I might know enough about them to say, hey, what about this, and let them tell their story. And most of our guests are going to be singer-songwriters, artists, but not all of them are. We have a lot of special guests who come on our show that have wonderful stories and that have inspired us, and we hope inspire, our audience. But Columbia, Tennessee was a very important part to our journey because this area, to people who don't understand, the whole area here, people love the music. I'm going to do everything I can do to promote this area because it's a wonderful place. There are people that haven't visited the history here. We could make a list a mile long of, from a marketing standpoint, but I'd really like to choose a better word because it's just a wonderful place that people need to come see, whether whether they live here or not. People that live here probably haven't seen some of the things that are available to them. It's kind of human nature, it's there all the time. So I guess I'd want to encourage them. But from a personal standpoint, we feel blessed and honored to be a part of the landscape. We work hard at our show, and we hope that the people here will enjoy it and appreciate it. The thing that's always in my heart that I may be reiterating, but I'm so convicted about is just to encourage people to do what they love. It sounds like a simple thing. Oh, hey, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. It's not that. It's not some easy peasy, thing. It's something though that if you can grab a hold of that concept, the sooner the better, because we just believe it's the best way. It's the best way to go. Do what you were born and have the ability to do, and all of us have certain talents and traits to try to get better at, And that's what it is. That's what being in the right place is really all about. You can go to our website for one. It's kevinsporttv.com. You can learn about our journey and guests and all the stuff. We try to have a pretty interactive web page. RFD has been very good to us. The network is kind of still, to us, it's still young and raw. We're living in an interesting time, but they're in 60 million households. They're on most cable and satellite providers, and it's been good to be on the network, and we're thankful for every viewer that has viewed us either through their television set or online or whatever. We appreciate that very much.
To find out more information about any of the stories you've seen on this edition of Maury County Now, check out our website at maurycountynow.com and click on the show notes for more details. Maury County Now is sponsored by First Farmers and Merchants Bank. Thanks for watching Maury County Now, and we'll see you next time.